I am student body secretary of student council, and I'm also largely involved in theater. I've actually been in theater for all 4 years of high school and participated in many shows, including the ones, the UIL competition, in which we go off and we compete against other schools. My freshman year, okay, I'm obviously very pale. I don't know if you can tell, but my color is white. And freshman year, I think I tried to lessen my paleness a little bit, but I just kind of turned myself into a pumpkin. All my friends still talk about the spray tan. It's really infamous. So I guess just the fact that I went to homecoming literally looking like a carrot. It was pretty interesting. Well, it was honestly, it was kind of shocking just to be on ballot, period. So whenever we were being presented, like to find out if we were on court or not, I saw some of the boys run over to the stands, and Hannah and I were sitting by the announcement table, just because that's where we had to sit since we were announcing. And I saw them run immediately to the stands, and so I was thinking, okay, like that's good, like, and I started cheering for them, and I just kind of like resigned myself. I was like, okay, I didn't get on court, like that's fine. And then all of a sudden I see Lakin McKay running as fast as she can, like I think her like little bun's about to fall off or something, and she's got this look in her eyes like she was looking for something. And then next thing I know, she's grabbing my hand and pulling me up there, and I just like did not know what was going on at all. So that was very surprising. At Texas High, I'd say the funniest thing that's ever happened to me would be the time whenever Miss Teeters treated me like she had never seen me before. And that's because, like I said, I'm in theater, and whenever we were in UIL, we traveled a lot. And so there was a time whenever I wasn't at school for 3 weeks, I had missed her class literally 15 times in a row. And so whenever I finally came back to class one Monday, I walk in and there's something in my seat, and I can't really tell what it is. And I look on the board, and it says, "Welcome, new student." And I was like, oh, haha, like let me just go move whatever it is in my seat. I look in my seat, and it's a skeleton dressed up with a sombrero and a poncho. And I'm standing there looking at it, and then Ms. Teeters comes up to me and formally introduces herself to me, and continues to go over the syllabus and what they're learning in class that one day, hoping that I'll be able to catch up since I'm new and all. So, and it took me until the end of the class period to finally get them to break and realize that, or to admit that I had been there for the entire year. I think especially, and this is going to sound really cheesy, but especially since we're all seniors, and I know a lot of my friends were all going to split up next year. And so the fact that a lot of the people that I'm friends with are on court, it's just, remembering court's going to help me remember them too. And so even though we're all going our separate ways, and some of them I might not ever talk to again, like at least I'll have this experience to remember them by. One time, this past year when we went to New York Publications, Lindley Murdoch, Catherine Payne, and Raga Justin and I all shared a room. And it was one night when we had just come back from a show that we were watching, and we had just gone shopping that day. And of course, like we're in New York, so we bought all this crazy funky stuff that you would not see anyone in Texarkana wearing. And so I decided that as we're getting ready for bed, I'm going to try on Catherine's boots. And Lindley and Raga think it's a great idea for me just to go outside. It's a dare, go outside of our hotel room. And there just happens to be room service on the ground in the room next to us. And so they're like, Grace, we dare you to go out there, run out in those heels. And like, I am not dressed anywhere where I should be in public. Like if someone saw me, they'd probably call the cops. Like I just look crazy. And so they're like, go take a bite of his room service, run back in. And I was like, no, like that's ridiculous. They're like, it's fine, like they will never notice. And so of course, like, we're in New York, so I do it. And so I go out there and I'm running as fast as I can. I do it and I'm running back, and as soon as I'm about to get in the room, the door slams in my face. And I'm like freaking out. I'm knocking on the door, and then all of a sudden I hear something come from the other room. Like I hear a voice, and I think I hear someone saying like, what is that outside? And then there's like another voice, and they're like, well, why don't you go check on it? And so I'm over there literally banging on the door because I have on these like boots that are coming all the way. It's crazy. And so I thought I was about to get arrested, and they finally let me back in. I really couldn't think of a better last hoorah to go out with them on, and just to see how beautiful they're going to look in their dresses and how amazingly they're representing our school, and just the fact that we all get to share this experience together. And even if we don't share another one for the rest of our lives, we have this. So.